What's going on? Oh, another day in the shop. Working on the old, whatever you want to call this thing. Fire beetle? Slow beetle. Maybe a potentially fast beetle. Okay. So we're moving on. We got the engine out. We're gonna pull. I'm gonna start tearing it apart to put it on the lit or the engine stand that I was talking about over here. But we're gonna do that today. He already started. He's a loser. So we're gonna go over there. We're gonna go over there and go see what he's doing. What are you doing?
And you're pulling it apart.
Pulling it apart? Yeah, you got a whole pile of stuff already. Huh?
Yeah. So.
Got the exhaust ripped off.
Yeah. Sawzall the exhaust off.
Sawzall.
Yeah, back there. Got the intake off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say taking an intake off on this thing is much easier outside of the car. But yeah, so we're gonna take the fan shroud off. I already have that all unbolted. Just make it a little bit lighter, and then we'll lift it up onto the stand.
Yeah, here's the old exhaust. That's not going back on. Yep, not going back on. It's actually surprisingly not as bad as I thought. There's a lot of leaves, but it's not too bad.
Oh. Squirted gas everywhere. It's not
yum. Alright. I'll get in this tripod and we'll start pulling this thing out.
Lift up.
Alright, so we're trying to pull this thing off. Oh, I remember doing this when we did the dune buggy.
Yeah. Lift that up.
Like that?
Yep.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Water. A little bit of water in there?
It's fine. Actually, it's probably not fine. But
yeah, I don't know where you want to put this. We've saved the box so we can start putting your stuff in. That's why I brought that here. Yeah, so we'll start pulling apart all this fun stuff.
Yeah, the screw is. I don't know what it's still hooked on to.
I feel like we could raise this thing up so we don't have to bend over to work on it, huh?
Dirt down here too. I think it just comes straight up. I think it's
no,
just...
No, it says right when you're done, disconnect this rod. Ow, that hurts. How the crap does that thing come off?
Oh, so just bend it and then it should...
Slide that way?
Something like that. Mine just came off, so...
That was going the wrong way. Now it should come on.
Right.
Now it should come.
Now it should come.
What are we getting? We don't want to. Oh. This.
Those do have to come off?
The rod's going all the way down to the bottom. We need a flat blade. You pull those off. Pull those two screws out right there. And I think there's two screws on this side. And then it should come up and then we can pull the thermostat off.
Thermostat?
What's the matter? Yeah, it's effectively a thermostat. It just doesn't control water, it controls airflow.
Oh, man. It's like these have been on there for a while.
Well, those buggers were on there good. We had to use the impact screwdriver to get it off. I tested the torqueability of one going the other direction and it didn't break, so it passed. Get those off. We'll pull this bad boy out. All right, we got those screws out. You got those? Should come out now.
Should.
Well, ouch. That, look at all the leaves in it.
Yeah. Oh, it's
We'll bring you in and check this out.
Oh. Look, it's like packed in.
Yeah, we're gonna check that. And there's leaves packed in there. Oh yeah, I think it might have been the oil cooler. May or may not have been leaking. That fin is packed solid. Huh. Well, we should probably get that clutch and flywheel off, huh?
Mm-hmm.
When we want to pull the rest of the tins off.
We'll just pull that off now.
Yeah.
See how bad it is.
We'll see how burned up this clutch is. Alright, see if we can pull those things off without dropping it on the floor. So leave that one in. You're gonna want to take them out evenly, so it doesn't warp it as it's coming out. You're gonna want to keep some of that stuff together, probably. But you don't want to pull it out though. You want to loosen them all.
Okay.
Because there's a diaphragm in there.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Is there one over there?
I already took that out.
Okay. Take this one out. Yep. And this one. One on the other side.
Oh, there's one.
One you didn't touch?
Yep.
Right where I told you? I knew it! I got it. Alright, now you can buzz them out because it's pretty well loose now. Not like we're going to reuse it, but
No. Oh,
we'll put that high friction 10 disc clutch or something in it for all the grips. Even though the input shaft for the transmission's smaller than my pinky. One more.
One more.
Feels like the remaining seal is leaking too.
No.
Oh. Yeah, I've seen worse.
Yeah.
It's a little heat check, but I mean, there's still a ton of life left on that thing. But you can see the oil. See it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go. Your prize awaits you.
Yeah. It's gonna spin. Should have enough compression. It should.
We'll see if it. No problem. No problem. And watch the flywheel fall on the floor. Thunk. I don't know how those things come off there.
Don't ask me.
Crowbar? Probably don't want to pry too much in too many spots, but may have to. Lightly. Oh yeah, it'll come off if you wiggle it side to side. There you go. It was moving. Yeah, don't do it like that. You'll drop it on the ground. Right on your big toe. Like Buzz Lightyear all over again.
Come on. Fight me the whole way.
Alright.
Oh. Got stuck on there. Whew. I'm nuts. Oh.
It was definitely leaking.
Oh.
Yeah. 100% leaking. Ooh. A little bit of groove in there, but not too bad. Alright, put that in your pile of treasures.
Yay!
Now we can put it on the engine stand. Now... Yeah, we can bring that over, I guess. Because we're going to go straight off the end, so let's turn it. And let's bring this around. On that. You got to put your foot on that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to buzz those off. Figure out the placement of the Asian.
Can I guess what size? 3/4?
Flathead block weighs more than that Volkswagen fully dressed. Man, see if this thing fits. I'll have to pull that nut off.
The
Bottom one.
I thought we were doing just half.
Well, we can, we won't hold it. Until we pull the heads off, then we can do that. Let's see.
Yeah, and that one. Just barely. We're gonna have to move it and tip it
But
because that's hitting there.
that doesn't matter. Look, that wasn't long enough anyway. That bolt wasn't long enough.
What's on the range?
Yeah, we're gonna have to find longer bolts. Yeah.
Or those will have to go shorter.
Huh?
Those will have to be shorter.
Well, I'm not gonna cut
Yeah.
them off.
Hmm.
Need longer bolts. Whatever size, that's the same size all the way around. These can come out.
Yeah.
We just need to find ones that are longer. Well, we got it on the engine stand. He's draining the oil and I'm pulling off some studs. Trying to, anyway.
Thing's got half the oil on the bottom side of the engine anyway, so not that much to drain out.
That doesn't even have 1,000 miles on it, I don't think, does it?
No, not even close.
I wonder how much crap's gonna be in the bottom of this thing. They did not want this stud coming off. Is this thing what holds the whole engine together?
So it holds it to the transmission.
Oh, okay.
Basically an engine mount.
Oh, this is what holds the whole engine up.
Yeah.
That's one. Double nut. Comes right off. So you gotta pull it apart and then it's a pain. So, you know what you're doing? Not even close?
I kind of do. Probably doesn't look like that. But,
I wonder what grade those bolts are.
not
Carriage bolt? Grade 3 or something like that. They hold good enough. No? Not even close?
You probably don't even have bolt grades there.
I don't know.
Everything's a 13 on it, so.
This is 17?
Well, there's 13s, 17s, and 10s. And that's it. And a lot of flatheads. But other than that, it's all
Oh, it comes right off with leverage. The rear main seal doesn't look that old, but sure was leaking though, wasn't it?
a lot. Not a lot, but
Enough, where it makes it a pain.
enough to get on the clutch.
Yeah, it was gonna start slipping sooner or later. Not because of wear, I'm not even barely worn at all, really.
Which is surprising.
It is surprising, unless it's supposed to be twice that thick. We'll know when we get the new one.
Yeah. I didn't think about that one. Let's get parts.
Clutch, you didn't need that. Direct drive. Got it. Works like a charm.
A lot of 10 pieces.
We just need to get a couple longer ones of these, or just bolts, whatever that pitch is.
Who knows?
Okay. Now what?
Pull off that guy.
Fine. Gasket was still good. Hey.
Because there are two of them on there.
Careful. Well, we got it all started tearing it apart.
Yeah.
We got those bolts off. Let's rip that breather out and pull this oil cap off. Ew. How do you milkshake a Volkswagen engine?
I'm just
Yee.
special like that.
Wow, do you put coolant in the oil? Okay.
Gotta winterize it.
Gotta winterize it. Alright, I got that nasty old thing off. Pull this tins off this side, which are a pain. He's still monkeying with this one over here.
I'm working on it.
It's the last one, right?
Yeah.
You hope so?
I'm
What
gonna
about this
say
one
that.
right here?
That one broke off.
Okay.
It's in the back. There one.
Duly noted. Broke off.
Hey, come on.
Yahtzee! Top tin comes off.
Yay!
Oh yeah, look at all the leaves. Well maintained piece of automobile. Yeah, exactly. This is not
there's
why
more
we're in
here.
here either. We're gonna convince him to put a cam in it.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
I can't afford
big
to put a
hog leg cam in
I
it.
can't afford to put a cam in it.
It's fine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait. There's so much stuff packed in between them. Look at that. Look at that.
Nasty cam. Let's get in there. You. There'll be lots of cleaning, right?
Yay.
It's fine. When it's done, it'll look great.
Mm-hmm.
When he chromes the firewall, he tells me he's going to chrome the firewall. Lowrider life. He wants to go on 3 wheels, he's going to chrome the firewall.
It's going to 3-wheel, but it's not going to have a chrome firewall. That's a no for me.
Lace roof?
Maybe. Lace sunroof.
You have ladies tattooed on the side of it?
Airbrushed? No, no.
How about your dog? Maybe?
I take.
Watch him snap off the magnesium.
Ouch.
Snapped it off.
Nope.
He got it.
I'm skilled like that.
Professional.
Nope.
At least it was tight.
Yeah.
That's where probably all that oil was coming. Oh, you know what? I bet it was probably coming from here. The oil was coming from the dip, whatever that thing's called, not the dipstick.
It was coming from in between the case because we took these nuts off to put the, when I had the dual carbs on it, the bracket mounts onto that, and I did not tighten it enough. It's hard to do it when it's inside the car. It's outside of the car now.
Okay. Horseshoes out. Is that copper? Nope, rust.
You think that the Germans would spend the money?
Well, they use copper on the oil, don't they? The bottom screen?
I don't know.
Yeah, on this isn't the.
It's probably an aftermarket one.
No, the oil where you drain the oil. Aren't the washers on that copper?
I think so.
They do fancy stuff.
On a car that didn't change from 1938 to 1979.
They were ugly then. Never mind. I told them that we should put like a 472 Cadillac in this thing. It'd be like sticking all the way out here. And although I did find turbo headers for a 472 Cadillac. The next project beyond those walls, 64 Cadillac that we're going to put a 472 in because the 429 is head gasket or crack or something. So I already got a 472 and that's what I want to put into it. But I was looking for headers, just turbo headers. Maybe. Turbo headers? No?
For a non-turbo car?
It could be a turbo car if you want it to be. You put a sticker on it. It's a turbo car.
Say that this car is a Porsche just because it has a sticker on it. Right? Right.
Yeah. I mean, if you want it to be a Porsche, it can be a Porsche.
You can be whatever you want.
You can be whatever you want to be, yeah.
I don't think so.
No. Nope. I have to get that heater.
Oh no.
Do that. I'm not quite sure how the little heater.
I don't think we need the heater, guys.
Well, you'd have to. Otherwise, it's just going to go blow air all the time.
Would it? Or would you be able to make it
they either overheat or they'll just stay too cool and then they'll never heat up and burn efficiently, is my guess. We could just delete the fan and see how long it lasts.
Alright.
No? Go. What's behind this one? Hey! Nothing.
Actually kind of clean.
Is there even any oil in it? Probably has no oil pressure.
The oil pressure light never came on. So.
Right. That was just the fan, right?
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to say those were stuck on there good.
Yeah.
Schnazzy. Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's about it, huh? We can pull the valve cover and see if there's any schmoo in there. It'd be kind of nice to pull a head off, but
we need to fix this situation first.
I mean, we don't have to stand it straight up. We could do it off the side if we wanted to.
I forgot. Which way did these go? These go down. Which
down,
way?
Down.
Yes. Alright. See what is within.
Watch your fingers.
It's got oil in it.
Does it?
Yeah. See.
That's see it dripping all over my floor.
I am trying to catch it. Hey, they're not moving. It's good enough for me.
Hey, you forgot the front tins here underneath the pulley.
I know.
No, there's no green corn in there though?
No.
No, that's good. Let's see if there's any green corn in this one. Didn't we have this one off already?
No. Oh.
Oh, green corn!
Yeah, that would make sense.
A little bit of moisture in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the clicking probably was.
Mm-hmm.
It probably isn't up to spec.
None of this is up to spec. But no.
No.
But it is cleaned up.
Pull the spark plugs out. Not bad. Not bad. This one's the only one that's all like that. All the other ones are pretty good, really. I mean, it's not bad. We're thinking this might be, we had a little bit of smoking. I think it's this front cylinder. So we're going to have to pull everything off anyway. So we're going to get a table set up so we can set this stuff out, though we don't swap sides or whatever. Well, that's it for one day. We got the stuff taken off. We're going to do a little bit of messing around on the arm there. I got some stuff to make another one. We'll do that tomorrow. So as for tonight, I think that's it. Good night. Good night.
So it's just me for right now. So I'm gonna film a little bit of probably just carrying out the interior of this. I'm gonna be putting like kill matting in it. We're gonna redo the wiring. The wiring harness should be coming tomorrow from Speedway. So when that comes, we'll have to like tear out all the wiring up front. So yeah, and I have to tear out the interior anyways, just to redo it. And for when I redo the air ride on this thing, I'm gonna have to like move it and stuff. So might as well take it all out now. So yeah, and there might be a little bit of like organizing the engine stuff, you know, setting up a table like we said before, but yeah, I'll get to that. Alright, so speaking of redoing the interior, this door panel, I don't know if you can really see it, it's like half coming off because the clip's all broke. So, but gonna take out the seats. The thing that sucks with the seats is that I pretty much have to just have to hammer them out. The little orange hammer, just because they suck. The big reason why I kind of have to do that is because they're not like lubed up properly, and they're supposed to be like these plastic things that slide. Sorry. There's like these plastic things that slide on top of the metal rail, and it makes it slide better, but I lost them for the passenger side, and I put them on the driver's side, so yeah. I'll get back to you when I finally get these front seats out, because that's going to be a while. Alright, so taking apart the interior, the front seats, you have to like push down on a tab on the side while also pushing it, but they don't move that great, because like this one doesn't have a spring or the plastic sliders that go in there. So I'll wait for, until my dad gets home. So I'm just gonna take out the seat belts right now, and take out the back seat and like the battery and stuff like that. These things suck. they're 3-point seat belts because it's a 71, and so that's kind of the first years when they were mandatory, but it's not a retractable seat belt, so it's absolutely terrible. It doesn't even adjust. So these are probably going to go away, and I'm going to get retractable ones that actually work. So I'm gonna, ouch. Alright. Alright. Got the rear seat. There's that. Go. This is the seat that the seat cover that I put on it. I'm just going to keep the same seat covers. I have no reason to change it. It's pretty rough though. You can see with all the times that I've tried to pull it out. Here. It's like all torn up. Sorry. Let me focus this. Yeah, it's all torn up and stuff. So I'll definitely make sure that it's all like aligned a little bit better so it doesn't do that. Alright, some interesting finds in the car that, I mean, they're not interesting, but this was, the paper might be backwards for you guys, but it was the like window thing for the first car show that I went to in this. 71 Volkswagen Super Beetle. Outstanding features is that it's low. And these awesome glasses that we found at the church lost and found. There's flames on the side. These things fit my head nice too. You know, I think I look pretty good in them, so I've been looking for these things too. I've had to wear my other sunglasses. But yeah, I'll get back to this. I really just don't want to tear things out. Alright, so took the back of the rear seat out, took the battery out too. Yeah, this is the main reason why I'm kind of redoing the interior, because this is unacceptable. And that's my air ride system right now. It's just a single compressor, and it's that valve block, which sucks. Yeah, and you can see the body flexes like it's pulling away, so that's why I have to reinforce the rear, which you guys probably don't know about, but pretty much I have to reinforce the rear. I'm going to put like a bar across and maybe some brackets just to hold it together, because I'd rather do that than spend like $600 on a different mounting system. So, and that air ride's all going to go up front anyways, so yeah, but this is unacceptable. If anything, I'm just going to make it look nicer if like I don't have enough money or whatever, so yeah, we'll get back to this. Alright, so back here, I'm just going to start taking apart the stereo wiring. I mean, it's gonna have to come undone anyways, so I'm just gonna do it now. Yeah. You gotta find the right Allen key. Okay. Yeah. So this is all gonna get redone. This wasn't done very well. I wonder who would have done that. But yeah, this is definitely all gonna get rewired. It's gonna be neater. So that'll definitely be nice. I can actually show people what it looks like, because that would be cool. This is gonna take forever. there's a bunch of burnt fuses down here too. I don't know if you can really see that, if it's going to focus, but a bunch of the fuses blew on my headlights because the wires for the headlight switch were like, they fell out when I was messing around up front when I first got the car, because I took out the dash pad, and so I took out a bunch of other stuff, and so it was, let's just say it was pretty special. So there were a ton of exposed wires that were grounding out, and they kept blowing the fuses, which would also kill the car, which, that's kind of stupid, but that's definitely, it's getting rewired, so I won't have to worry about that. Go. And there we go. There's the little amp that we have for this thing. Just a little 4-channel. And then got my power wire, the inline fuse, and then a million wires. So that's all gonna get ripped out, because let's just say this isn't the best the way that it's routed anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, and then hopefully I can start taking the seats out. I might be able to get the driver's seat out, and then I can start tearing up the carpet, because once that's done, then I can order a kill mat and a bunch of other stuff. Alright, so got both the front seats out by myself. I finally figured it out. Pretty much you gotta undo the spring that's connected to the seat, and then on this side it's a lot easier to see. I got a light. You can see there's that like tab thing back there where it kind of steps down. You gotta push down on that and push it forward, and then at a certain point you can just push it, and then yeah, it should come out. It kind of sucks doing it by yourself, but you'll figure it out. And then I started pulling out carpet on that side. It's kind of wet over there, so the door seals definitely, or it's the window seals, most likely the window seals, but yeah, the battery's dying in the camera anyway, so I'll probably get back to you when I get the carpet out. Carpet is out. Yeah, the front part on that side is soaking wet. Not soaking wet, but it's wet enough to be concerning, so yeah. And you can see my genius way of doing sound deadening is carpet. That didn't work, so put kill mat in it, but yeah. Again, battery's dying on the camera. Not gonna film too much, but yeah. Alright, got a fresh battery, fresh SD card. So most of the stereo stuff is taken out. Got, oops, sorry. There we go. Pile of seat belts, pile of carpet, and some of the air ride stuff. This is all the soft line, and it sucks. So I have some hard line from Speedway that's coming. Got most of that cleaned up and vacuumed out. Looks a lot better. This is the switch panel that I had before, and with the individual valves there's going to be more switches and stuff. So it's just the front and the back, and then it's got this manual PSI gauge, so it had lines that ran all the way to the back, and so that sucks. So I'm going to have a better setup with that, so ones where it's just wires and it plugs into a digital gauge. Be a lot better. And yeah, this carpet is soaking wet, so that's great. The floor definitely didn't rust through in the like month that it sat outside just sitting, but yeah, it is pretty much soaked. but at least I know that is really nasty. That shouldn't. Ooh. Yeah. This is definitely not something you want coming out of your interior. That's great. So that can sit outside. Let me close the door real quick. But at least it's inside now. So I'll continue tearing out the rest of this interior, vacuum it out, and then possibly get back to working on the engine. My dad's got to go run some errands and then he'll be back, so I might continue working on it. Alright, so just taking off the air lines for the front. This big thing. Right. And then got a couple of lines. That sucks. But there's a couple of lines over here. There we go. And I might leave those, but I got this one. Again, just if you're ever gonna do air ride on a car, please don't run soft line unless you have to. Maybe cheaper, but it's not worth it. It sucks to work on. Absolutely hate it. Actually, let me bring you over. Okay, so let me get a. Where did I put the light? I don't know. Alright, so you might be able to see there's in the back, you can see the brake line. If it'll stop focusing on, there it is, you can see that back there. That line swoops around, I think it's once or twice, and then it goes over there. But we have the other brake line for it, so yeah. And then I'll wait for my dad for us to rip out most of the wiring, because that's what he's most excited about, I know. And then, yeah, just continue tearing out a bunch of crap. That's from Halloween when I decorated the car, but yep. So cleaned everything up. Yeah, kind of just done doing the interior. Got it all cleaned up. Obviously the stuff's back in it, but yeah. So I don't know. It's all back in there. Also, I just noticed my magnet that I got from that first car show. The terrible magnet is peeling off. That's great. You can stay back on there. But might continue working on the engine today. Might not. Who knows? But I know for sure that we do need to. What we're gonna do is we have some plate back there, and so we're basically just gonna remake a arm for the engine stand, and then it'll be able to reach one of the bottom bolts, and then we can go and turn it, and then we'll really tear it down, sorry. Like we'll pull the heads off, pull the jugs out, and then eventually we'll split the case. But yeah, got a lot done in like 2 hours, so. Alright, it is a new day, and I have parts from Speedway in a box. Put more crap in. But Have some 3/8 hardline. This is meant to be like fuel line, but it works great for air ride. Better than any soft line that you could ever use. It's not my opinion, that is fact. And then we've got wiring harness. See that? So, yeah. Now, eventually, we'll get to tearing out the old wiring, and that's something that I need my dad to help me with because I don't know crap about wiring. But what I do know what to do, what I do know how to do, is interior stuff. So, basically there's a couple little rust spots that I need to fix, mainly on this side. Yeah, you can see that. It is pretty crusty. And I just noticed that there's some over here too. So, do that, fill in a couple of just random holes. For some reason, Volkswagen decided to put those in there. But then, once we do that, then I'm going to take some spray in bed liner we have right here. This stuff, we used it on a Volkswagen Pan before. Works pretty great. But, yeah, and then we'll just spray that on there. Works a little bit better than just dusting black spray paint on it and calling it good. And then, probably tonight I'll order some kill mat or sound deadening, and then some air ride gauges, because before it had, like I said, these like manual PSI gauges, so it takes an actual airline, which is more stuff to leak. So, well, I'll get some like digital gauges where it just has a pressure sensor. So I'll order those, and then I'm kind of just going to do stuff like the air ride just a little bit at a time, so that if something pops up with the engine, like if somehow it's just crap or who knows, then I'm not completely broke. But regardless, I need to start figuring out what to do with the rust, which I don't really want to do right now. So I might just clean the carpet. Who knows? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to possibly take out all this air ride stuff, because regardless of like, if I'm doing the individual valves, if I can afford that, or if I'm going to stay with a single compressor, it's moving up to the front. So I'm going to take that out, and yeah, I'll get back to you when that's done. Alright, give me a second. So, inside of the car, I have, let me get myself situated. Alright, try not to step on the patch panel that I have in here, because I don't trust it. I have, this is all the wires for the switches. So those are all disconnected, and these are just going to kind of sit there for right now. And then I built this panel so that if I ever had to take it out, just slide it. It seems to be working, except for the fact that all the speaker wires are everywhere. You guys probably can't see it because I'm in the way, so womp womp, I guess. But it should just come right out. Good. Okay, I've been looking for this thing. Alright, that's very heavy. Oh jeez. And my back hurts. This is not a good idea. Okay. Stay. Alright. So You guys probably can't see it. Sorry. The tripod was being annoying, so we'll just have to deal with it. Actually, let me get kind of back in here. Stupid wires. Alright. There's all of that. Okay. Alright. It's out now. Let me get this back on the floor. Okay. That's heavy. Alright. So this is the air ride platform, I guess. Before we get to that, actually, let me tell you about why this air ride setup is not that great. So I bought it from a company called Airbag It, and with their Volkswagen kits, pretty much, you see all these bolts, that's where the mounts for the rear bags are mounted to. And yeah, you can see it. It flexes the body out. So, that is not good. So it's definitely gonna get fixed. But yeah, here is the current setup. Got 3-gallon tank, I believe, or maybe it's a 5-gallon tank. Single compressor. Forgot it's a 444C. I don't know what that is. Got our relay here. These are our wires, like I said before. That goes to the valve block, which with air ride you've kind of got a couple of different setups that you can do. You can have individual valves, which is like on that's Packard out there, which is on air ride. It's got these individual valves, and you gotta have 2 per. You have to have 2 valves per the line that you're running, and these have the 2 of them built in. So yeah, and this is cheap. It's Chinese and it leaks, so it's no good. So that's why I want to switch to individual valves. You can already see I've used some hardline that my dad used. That's all the power and 1 extra wire, but regardless, it's gonna have to get kind of fixed. It leaks. I do at least need a tank pressure gauge inside of the, well, at least in the dash area, because that's in the back and the seat covers it, so you can't see it. It's kind of useless, but it's out now. Honestly, I just didn't want to worry about doing rust repair, but yeah, I'll start thinking about bracing this rear section and clean it out, and then probably put some carpet in it. I'm back. So I'm gonna bring you guys over here and gonna start tearing down the air ride setup that I have currently, and possibly go over a little bit of the stuff that I want to upgrade, stuff that I'm definitely going to upgrade, and yeah, so let's get to that. Alright, so let me get my chair over here. So if you don't know how an air ride system works, pretty much you have your compressor, and that compresses air and puts it into a tank. That tank has that pressurized air go to valves, and then the valves control whether air goes into a bag that is in place of your spring on your suspension, or if it lets the air out of that bag. A lot of semis and a lot of trucks use them in the rear for to help support when they have heavy loads. I have mine because my car is slammed on its nuts, so makes it more drivable. So these have these little push connect fittings, and so I'm going to be running hardline. This is like aluminum, so it's just a lot better to run. But they have, if I can actually, let me go get one real quick. So you have two different type of connectors. You have, these are OD push connects. Let me see if I can focus on it. So pretty much your line goes into it. Once you push it enough, then it locks it in, and then you can just push on the end. You can pull it back out. And you have NPT connectors, which are threaded. That's what they are in the valve block right here. And those are mainly, like, those are going to be on your valves. Those are the connectors on the tanks. There's a ton of different sizes too. Let me get a drill. So I'm just taking this all apart. This just comes out. Disconnect that, and then we just have all the wires. I think they're all ones that you can disconnect. Yep. So, if I can get all of these connected. So, this is a valve block. If it'll focus. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out the camera. So pretty much your air, your pressurized air from your tank goes in this, and then it goes throughout this whole block, and then you have your valves here. So like this is the up front valve, and so it lets air through here, which would go to my front bags, and then this one lets the air out, and then that comes back through the block out through this. This is a little silencer guy, and those are for the whatchamacallits, the gauges. This thing is junk. I mean, it works, but I hate it because it leaks a lot. And then you got the compressor here. And it's only connected with 2 screws. And then those are threaded into those NPT fittings on the sides of the tank. So this is the air compressor. I'm going to be switching to 2 of them. That fills up the tank faster. But pretty much it's like any other air compressor. It's just got a piston and it pressurizes the air. You can see that NPT fitting, kind of. And you have to put thread tape on the end, and that just seals it, stops it from leaking. But I already have one of those, so I just have to buy another one. That keeps the cost down a little bit. And then you've got your relay here, and then that's connected to a switch inside of the car to turn the compressor on. And then, let's see, I think that's it. It's 2021 now. This was all very nicely wired and pretty neat back here, at least in this area. So we're going to take it all apart. Alright, so this is a pressure switch, and its purpose is to basically tell the compressor when to turn off. So this is, it turns on the compressor when the tank gets down to 120 psi, or until I turn it on, and then it turns it off at 150. So don't lose that. That's a good piece to have. And then we just have a gauge right there. I'm not even going to take it off. Yeah. And then there's one other piece I want to show you guys. Actually, I'll just bring you down there. It's not worth it to try to film me struggling to tear it apart. Alright, so basically, with a air ride setup, let me zoom you in there. That little bronze thing is a little drain. So if you live in a like a humid environment, then you want to drain your tank out because it'll get condensation and water in it, and you don't want water going through your air system because you don't have water suspension. I don't think that's a thing. But I'm gonna finish tearing all this apart, and then yeah. Alright, so I got the tank undone, and took the drain plug out, and there was like a rusty water bubble, so that's good. But yeah, that's what the drain plug is for. To stop whatchamacallit, water from being in your system, or to drain it out. You can see how nasty this carpet thing is. Good thing that we're moving it all to the front, because that can go away. You can see all the whatchamacallit, simple green stains from when I had leaks in the system. You're supposed to spray like Windex or something. I was just spraying simple green, and if it bubbles up in a certain area, then that's where it's leaking from. But ooh, yeah, you can see it's kind of nasty. Let's see. I bet you it just pours out. Ooh. Ooh. Well, it's not what you want from your air ride system. So, ooh, that looks like baby barf or something. I'm gonna clean that up and make sure I don't drop the camera in it. But I'm interested to see what the inside of that tank looks like now. Yeah, so it's safe to say this isn't gonna get used again. The tank could be reused if you winched it out, but I'm switching it anyway, so. Yeah, it looks like diarrhea that came out. There's a huge puddle. I can't really get a good view of the inside of it, but from what I saw, it's not, I mean, it's not pitted rust enough to rust through, but yeah, that's kind of nasty. Not rust. Rust is fine, as long as it doesn't get in your eyes, but yeah. So, tonight, what I'm going to order is some digital gauges, like I said before, where it's just like the pressure sensor, and it goes to a digital gauge. And I can at least plug those into the valve block if I have to. But the hope is that eventually I can go and buy another tank, and then I'll go and buy another compressor, and then I'll buy valves. But right now, that's it for today.
Okay. Here we are. The end. We're gonna call this one the end of this video. I wasn't in it most the beginning, but not the end. I was sick, so I'm coming back from that. But we're gonna wrap up with a teardown, and we're literally starting. The video you're gonna see next is that direction, and but yeah, we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to love your neighbor like you love yourself. If we do more of that, this world will be a better place. See ya.